Alright, well the first step to making a pizza is preheating the oven. So we're going to turn this puppy on to 375. Alright, well we're back. Well the next step to making any pizza is going to be placing it on a cookie sheet. And once you've done that, we're going to be moving on to spreading the olive oil over the top. So we're just going to spread that over very lightly like that, and spoon it around with the spoon across the surface. Alright, and the next step is adding the sauce. So right here I purchased this in a box, and it's actually going to come in 3, so you only need 1. Alright. Alright, now we're going to spread it around very evenly across the surface, making sure to get all the corners. Alright, and once we've done that, we're going to be moving on to putting on the cheese. So right here we got 2 types. We're using mozzarella and cheddar. So we're just going to sprinkle that over the top. And I don't know about you guys, but I love cheese, so I like to load it up. I'll throw on some cheddar around the outside, just to get a little different flavor. Some nice color in there. And voila! Alright, well we're back and the oven's preheated, so we're going to stick her in for about 8 to 12 minutes. Alright, it's been about 12 minutes, so we're going to check and see how we're doing here. Alright, looks like all the cheese has been melted very well, so we're all finished up here. Well, I chose pizza as my food choice because it's just been in my life ever since I can remember. Pizza is just always a good way to do things like team bonding. It was the go-to food on vacations. It was just one of those foods that was quick, easy to make, and it didn't cost a lot. So, yeah. And I would say that pizza is culturally relevant to me because it just brings people together. It's at sporting events, birthday parties, retirement parties. It's just one of those foods that everybody seems to like. Alright, well now we're going to talk about the historical importance of pizza. As many people know, pizza is well known for being Italy's national dish, along with pasta. The 2 most common styles of pizza in America are the Chicago-style thick crust pizza and the New York thin crust pizza. The first pizzeria opened in the 1830s in Naples, Italy, but it had been here long before that in the 18th century. It was initially seen as a food for peasants, and it wasn't until after World War II that pizzerias started springing up everywhere. The troops that were stationed over there in Italy during the war had gotten a craving for it once they moved back here, so that's why so many of the stores had been springing up. And an interesting fact, after the Prohibition movement ended in 1933, that was a big spike in the stores that sprung up as well because, can you guess why? Yep, people were getting the drunk munchies. Alright, well we're back and we're going to talk about the macronutrients involved in pizza. So there's about 168 kilocalories per serving. Moving on to the fat content, there's about 6.1 grams per slice. And the saturated is 2.7 grams, the polyunsaturated being 0.5 grams, and the monounsaturated being just a gram. Moving on to the carbohydrates, there's about 20.4 grams per serving. The sugars make up about 2.5 grams. Protein, so we're at 7.6 grams. And then a little bit lower the dietary fiber at only 1.1 grams. And the sodium being pretty high at 340 milligrams. And the cholesterol at 14 milligrams. And lastly, the potassium at 67.71 milligrams. So yeah, those are the macronutrients over here. Now we're gonna move on over to the micronutrients. So the top two micronutrients in pizza is calcium, being 7% of your daily serving, and then vitamin A being only 5% per serving.
I'm Tyler Henry. I'm a junior at UWL.
All right, Tyler. Well, why is pizza culturally relevant to you?
Pizza is culturally relevant to me because ever since I can remember, it's been a part of my life. For example, 16 and under baseball, hanging out with my boys in the field. After a big tournament and a big win, we would celebrate with pizza parties. Over at our coach's house, we would have pool parties and we would order lots of pizza and just do team bonding. Another example, when my family didn't feel like cooking, we would order pizza as a quick, easy way to have a family dinner. It kind of kept us all together when, after long days and everyone feeling tired and run down, it was a way to bring the family together.
All right. And how often do you think you eat pizza?
I try not to eat it that much for the negative parts of the nutrition facts, but it's so delicious that I find myself eating it sometimes for 3 meals a week, sometimes more.
Alrighty, and do you think pizza is like changed over time?
I believe that the homemade sense of pizza has changed versus how now it's more business type, making it quick, convenient. I just seen a Domino's or Pizza Hut commercial last week watching a football game that they now have quick ovens in the vehicles just to keep it warm. I think that part of it's getting a little ridiculous. They're trying to find gimmicks to get you to buy into their business when really there's nothing better than a nice homemade pizza.
All right, and what do you think about like these chains like Pizza Hut and Domino's and Little Caesars running these small homemade pizza places out of business?
Just kind of referring back to my last answer, I think that there's nothing better than homemade pizza, the Chicago thick style, the New York thin crust style. They all started back so long ago before the Pizza Hut and Domino's started to overcome and run towns like ours in La Crosse. And I mean, I wish that we just had a little slice of heaven, I guess you could say, here to bring back the good old traditions of pizza instead of what is today now considered the norm as pizza from Domino's or Pizza Hut.
All right, so thank you very much.